Mostly clear skies overnight. Tonight, Alexa, maybe just a cloud or two around and a low temperature of 50 degrees.
They'll give those kids one last week of summer temperatures before they have to get back to school.
That's right. And prior to school time, lots of sunshine in the forecast as well for tomorrow and for the rest of the week. Complete weather details coming up here on WVTT. World News Roundup. So-called honor killings are common in Pakistan. You're about to hear from one man who shot his wife because he thought she was cheating. The killings didn't stop there. Despite the man's confession to 3 murders, he may end up being released from prison. CNN's Reza Sayah explains why.
तुम्हें राती में अल्लाह वास्ते करे ले वतन यार मैं बर्बाद थी क्या अल्लाह बर्बाद करने यार मैं को बर्बाद किया यार वही कशा नहीं रहा कि यार बर्बाद थी क्या अल्लाह करे यार
अपनी घर वाली को मैं कपड़े काट दे जिस टाइम वो कपड़े कटने लगे पीछे मैं खैर मार ऊँ टाइम मैंने अलवा नहीं सकी ना मैं अलवाने की जरूरत रहती है नहीं कोई कशा नहीं किया उन टाइम में तिन्हें कई गाल नहीं की बोले सब क्यों मरे आपकी सारी गलती थी कि ऐसा वाला ना करे सुई पहला फैर को साइड मारे पीछे को अगो है फैर मारे थे वाल में वो पहला फैर मार के पीछे माँ बारह कुंडा दी वो ढठी है थी जल्दी रोक के मैं वाला उन्हें डूक में मारे उन्हें डूक मार के वाल एक गोली बची भी मैं हुक जो मारी है वो सर मैं कोई पता नहीं मैगजीन खोला मैं उन्हें त्राए थे मुका देते जल्ले मुक गन मैगजीन दे गोला मैं पीछे बाहर निकले मैं बड़ी खुशी नाल काम किए मैं खुश थी कि पेश ही आप थी मेरे को कतरी की खुशी नहीं दी कहीं शायद मेरे को खुशी नहीं दी जो ही उन्हें हिक्का गाली जो ही उन्हें हिक्का गाली बिल्कुल उन्हें बदकारी वाला काम यही काम करने अलावा भी मेरा ख्याल ना करेंगी कहीं किस्म का अगर मैं कल्ला बैठा हुआ मैं को ई ना दी कल्ला बैठे जा सुता पावा कल्ला मैं को ई ना दी जो कल्ला सुता पा मैं हिंदे कट्ठे में बावा लाजा बैठी रहा नहीं सर अफसोस नहीं किया मैं को हम हुकूमत फांसी ला रही मैं को टेंशन क्या नहीं मैं अपनी गैरत काम की थी खड़ा मैं को फिक्र क्या नहीं मैं अपनी ज़िंदगी का फिक्र क्या नहीं कोई याद नहीं दी बदकीर शायद जरी ना थी ख़राब शायद वो कोई कहीं याद नहीं आती जा बिल्कुल इवें कर दे सर जरी भगत बलात्कार हो ना इवें कर दे अपनी जवानी बिल्कुल बुजुर्ग होए जवान होए अपनी जवानी अपनी तमान कर दे लेकिन उन्हें नाल वो काम कर दे ख़त्म कर दे हुकूम
A school in Connecticut says it wants to get tough on truancy. As Bob Wilson reports, the school plans to fine parents $75 every time their kid doesn't go to school.
Is there a problem with truancy? Do kids skip a lot?
Yeah, there is.
Jason is a senior at New Britain High School, and he says in the past he's seen the empty chairs in the classroom. But will fining the students who skip solve the problem?
You think it would solve the problem, $75?
I might actually do it.
It's not fair, $75 for every time that these kids don't want to go to school. Some of these mothers barely have a car to bring them to school. Then that's $75.
The new superintendent has only been at the helm a month, and he's going after the problem hard. If the students can't afford to pay, there could be a community service option. The plan still has to be looked at by the alderman.
These kids are outside, they're selling drugs, they're buying drugs, they're stopping cars in the middle of the street, they're riding their bikes around. They should really just be in school.
The owners of this house are pretty upset because they live just down from the high school, out of view of the security cameras. They say that a lot of the students come and sit and hang out and skip class right here on this stone wall. Matter of fact, you can see where they've had to paint over a lot of the profanity, the graffiti that's here. They tried everything from tacks, surveillance video, to even Vaselining the wall to keep the kids away. But they say the truancy is a big problem, and it affects them right here in their own front yard.
Kids are walking here, they litter, they throw stuff here. I find homework, I find books. I found an Anne Frank book in my yard. I kept it because my kids are probably going to need Anne Frank.
Markeisha says last year there were 2 large fights across the street from her front yard, and one female student even threatened her and ended up being hauled off by the police.
She actually did send me a I'm sorry letter, because the judge made her do that. And literally, if she was in high school, the writing seemed like she was in 3rd grade.
St. Louis police believe a botched robbery led to the shooting and murder of a former St. Louis University athlete. Volleyball player Megan Boken, who had moved back to Chicago after college, was killed Saturday afternoon, and now a $10,000 reward for information is being offered by a neighborhood group. Chandrea Thomas has more on the case.
Certainly we have additional officers in the area who are on patrol trying to gather more information. So the case really is ongoing.
The murder of 23-year-old Megan Boken still has many wondering how and why she was shot dead right here along Taylor and Maryland on Saturday afternoon. All of it happening on a busy street in broad daylight.
It was really scary. It definitely does not give you peace of mind.
Central West End residents like Galina Berkovich and Dave Bauer say they were at home at the time of the shooting and heard 2 shots. They've both lived here since November and plan to take more precautions during the day and night.
It makes me think twice, but at the same time, I still feel safe enough. I would just hope something like this would never happen again.
I am on the phone a lot when I am walking to and from my car, which I'm not really sure if that's the safest route, but it makes me feel a little better. I definitely am looking around a lot more.
The family of Megan Boken released a statement saying, Megan was a wonderful and beautiful human being, loved by everyone she met. The family and community are devastated by this senseless tragedy. Central West End Alderman Lyda Cruson says this is a rare act in her area.
We have St. Louis Police Department, which does a good job for us, but we also have additional security in the neighborhood. I bet you saw them. We have a lot of cops on bikes, which are through secondary patrols that the neighbors in the area pay additional taxes for, and then we have additional security there.
Investigators are looking for a black male with medium skin and short hair. He was last seen wearing a charcoal shirt, khakis, and white sneakers. Police are hoping surveillance video and witnesses can help them track down the person responsible for taking the life of a woman loved by so many.
WVTT Sports is next with Derek Smith. See who Derek predicts is going to have a winning season. Coming up here on News Channel 25, WVTT.